Hello, everybody. This is Molly. How are y'all doing? I can't hear you. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, hey, everybody. This is Molly. I've got a little something I want to share with you. You'll know I'm trying to get through my lifetime supply of scrapbooking stash stuff. And I saw where Graphic 45 had re-released their collection, the Old Curiosity Shop. So I dug and dug and dug in my box. I have a box of albums and stuff that, I intend to paper albums and stuff I intend to do. And I knew I had this old box that I had bought years ago, the Old Curiosity Shop, Charles Dickens, 18. And see, it's a box. So what I did was I pulled out my tablets and pads and embellishments and stuff like that from the Old Curiosity Shop collection, and I made a little mini album. Now, nothing fancy about it, simple construction, but it let me use up some of my stash, so I'm happy about that. So let me just walk you through it real quick. I'm going to stand up now because it's a little better view. Okay, there's the cover. The little thing is only, I think, about 4.5, 5 inches tall by 6 or 7 inches wide. Not big. Anyway, but I pulled out some of my old metal pieces and things like that, and of course, had fun making some flaps and things. These are just some of the tags from the paper line that I cut and made tags with. But it opens up with a, hold on just a minute. Hold on. I'm trying to do this one-handed while I hold a phone. But it opens up with just a fun little flip like this. Now these, you're going to notice I use these little sentiments stamps. They're from Diane Reevely, who I just think is a hoot. I watched her recent videos from Creativation, I think. If anybody's going to CHA or Creativation, or whatever they call it next year, and they need someone to carry their luggage or take care of their details or help them in their booth or something, just call me, please. I'd be tickled pink to go. But anyway, so this is, if it doesn't make you feel fabulous, don't do it, don't buy it, don't keep it. All my scrap stuff makes me feel fabulous, so I'm keeping it all. Anyway, so I just use scraps and bits of paper to piece together some tags and use the little chipboard pieces on the top. I'm not going to try to get the tags back in there. Simple. It's better to take a risk than miss a moment of magic. Okay, and then this lifts up and something can slip behind it. This one's got a tag in it. Let me back up just a little bit. Oh, I love that. How do you cover up that paper? I mean, really? Okay, and there again, you can see where I just pieced, and used some old metal embellishments, trying to use a little bit of stuff up. What does that one say? Pretending I'm a pleasant person is exhausting. Isn't that silly? Most of her stuff is smarty pants like that. I love it. Anyway, this one right here, I made a tag out of actually this is the cover of the tablet. You can see the sheen to it. Pieced some pieces together. And then I just glued a die cut on to where it makes a lip right there and stops it from coming in. There's the back of it, a little metal. I love this paper line. But let me tell you, Graphic 45 and I don't usually get along because it just calls out for fussy cutting. And that's not me. But you can see a layout I did in a minute, a scrapbook layout. Plain. But lots of fussy cutting. Here's the tag that goes in there. Love the paper. I loved piecing all these little pieces together and using up, I think I used 6 or 7 sheets of paper in total to make this thing. There's one of the Tim Holtz. I don't know what you call it. I'm going to say metal strip. And then forgive me, my hands look horrible. I've been inking like crazy lately. Another one of those tags I did with just a little stopper like that. Metal pieces. Love the paper. But it does give me room for pictures and little things I want to put in there. Now, I have to tell you, I've made a bunch of mini albums. I only think about 3 of them have pictures. But I still love doing them. Okay, and then last but not least, love the When Pigs Fly thing. The fact that it looked like that, I put a clock on it. Time flies kind of thing. Okay, anyway, and then that lifts up so you get room for pictures. So just as simple and easy. Here's the back. I Mod Podge the edges. Just the edge, not the whole covers. And there's my mini. Now, what I did, because I had some scraps left on the table and some pieces of paper. Okay, let me get my layout on the table. What I did was the paper pad covers. I had 3 paper pads. I only used a portion of one to make this little mini layout. But these papers were actually the back cover of the pad. And then I fussy cut the top and the bottom off this gorgeous sheet of paper to piece on the bottom of that. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And then I fussy cut around. Oh, good Lord, that is so not me. I love the paper. I mean the fussy cutting. Ugh. I fussy cut around the edge of one of the papers to make a big mat. Let's see if you can see this. I don't know if you can see, but that's 2 layers. I used one piece of paper here, and then I cut a second one to pop it up. You can kind of see the 3Dness of it. And then I used some old metal pieces I had, metal charms, and some of the die cuts. I have tons of die cut pieces left, and again, some old metal. And then on the second page, I just put the little tickets, and then layered up, fussy cut some stuff, layered up some of the other pieces. Found some old keys I had. So there is my salute to using up my stash while loving the fact that Graphic 45 is bringing back the old curiosity shop. So thank y'all so much for sharing your time with me. I hope you enjoy it. And got some other things to share with you later. I've just been having a blast crafting. Hope y'all are too. Thanks. Y'all have fun. Bye-bye.